subject is unlikely things for a sports commentator to say.
And that's a wonderful sleight of hand from the Welsh fly-half. He's picked up the loose ball, he's tucked it back in his shorts, and nobody seems to have noticed.
I can see Nico Rosberg's helmet. Apologies, after 15 years in this job, I've just been told it's not pronounced croquette.
And after that victory, they'll be dancing on the street of Samoa tonight. 100 metres in 4 hours, 26 minutes, and that is metre reading at its very best.
Now, Garry Kasparov, he's going to move his pawn. And he's done it just in time. His wife's home, but he's got it under the bed.
Welcome to beach volleyball. The players are currently getting changed into their kits while their mums hold a towel up in front of them.
And Shane Warne will be laughing on the other side of his face after that surgery.
I'd like to apologise. What you're watching is, in fact, judo, and not, as I said earlier, timed pyjama cuddling.
Well, this should be relatively easy for Rory McIlroy. Oh, how has he done that? All he had to do was say, get a Santander 1, 2, 3 account.
Kasparov toying with his bishop. Oh, no, his wife's home, she's caught him!
Ah, that pot was remarkable. But now I've got a major case of the munchies.
We'd just like to refute the idea that the BBC has lost coverage rights of all good sports. We now cross to a girl playing noughts and crosses against a clown.
What a thrilling cricket match.
Left hand, big right hand again, big left hand. Why has no one put these gloves in pairs? What the fuck is a furlong?
OK. The next topic is unlikely things for a continuity announcer to say.
On ITV2 next, what Katie did next, which I'm guessing is get her tits out and marry some thick prick for publicity purposes.
I can see you.
A very special episode of Songs of Praise now, coming live from Stringfellows.
That was Game of Thrones, and if you're affected by any of the issues raised in that show, what the fuck is wrong with your family?
Is masturbation bad for you? That's not the next programme, I'm just thinking aloud. Next up, baking and entering with Anthony Worrell-Thompson.
Next up, Ross Kemp meets one of America's toughest gangs. But before that, a minute's silence for Ross Kemp.
No! Dad! This is bullshit! Hate it when the eggheads win.
Now on Channel 4, one born every minute, including graphic scenes of childbirth that some viewers may find inspiration to get a coil.
And now on Channel 4, skins. 4 skins.
up on Channel 4 +1 -2 divided by 3. Countdown.
Next up, we have literally the only episode of Top of the Pops 2 we're allowed to show.
That was Mock the Week. Wasn't it weird when one of them said the exact same thing I'm saying right now? Still, talented fella.
Next up on BBC... Wait a minute, are those hippos swimming in a circle? What? Why are we watching Homes Under the Hammer?
Now it's one of those X Factor episodes where they sing next to a swimming pool. I presume to prepare them for a life singing on cruise ships.
You're watching the adult channel +1, because that Viagra's taking a while to kick in.
Well, next up, it's Midlands Today, so if you're watching in the Orkneys, you can fuck off.
At the end of that round, the points go to James here and Rob. OK, here we go. The first subject is things you wouldn't hear on a news programme.
And the markets are as followed. £3 a loose banana there, £3 a juicy straw.
Well, he went in half an hour ago and he still hasn't come out, so I can only assume he's having a very big poo.
Sad news now. Wally has been found. His funeral's next week. No one knows where, but that's what he would have wanted.
As I stand here in this village where the water is ridden with disease and human faeces, we have to ask ourselves one question. Why did I choose to wear flip-flops?
Sorry, I just wanted to check something. I'm standing just a stone's throw from where the meeting is taking place.
With thousands dead, there looks like no end to the bloodshed. I've been Holly Walsh for the BBC, reporting from Midsummer.
Welcome to Fox News. The bastards have been through the bins again and shit on the drive.
And the Italian wing of Heinz soup has been put into administroni.
I'm on the scene where the search continues for the beloved pantomime star. What's that? He's where?
The fighting here has been drawn out and bloody, but I have finally got my microphone back from that bastard at Sky News.
We cross live now to the King's Road, where Jose Mourinho has no trousers or pants on and is telling the pigeons it's the referee's fault.
And we've got Barry Chuckle on the scene of the crime. Barry, to you.
It's not good news. I've just been talking to the American ambassador and I said to him, surely now Osama bin Laden has gone from terrorist to martyr. He said, we say tomato.
Is there sexism at the BBC? Let's ask Sally Johnson, who's our lovely smiles and pretty cakes correspondent. This is the first time I have reported from the Pamplona Bull Run. Fucking hell!
OK, the next topic is unlikely agony aunt letters.
Dear Deirdre, why does semen make you fat?
Dear Deirdre, I have spent the last 6 months living with a beautiful woman. But yesterday, she found out.
Dear Deirdre, I swear Eastern European meerkats are trying to sell me car insurance. Am I going mad?
Dear Deirdre, last time I wrote to you, you told me that there was nothing wrong with masturbation. Why then, yesterday, did I get thrown off the bus?
My girlfriend's livid because I got drunk and did a shit on the roof. Please tell me, how can I wipe the slate clean?
I have terrible trust issues. Please help me, Deirdre, if that's your real name.
Dear Deirdre, my husband is pressurising me to try Alan. Also, how do I turn off predictive text?
Dear Deirdre, I have just bought a diesel VW and I am fuming.
My wife wants us to experiment in the bedroom, but last time we did that, the Bunsen burner singed my pubes.
Dear Deirdre, I can only achieve orgasm while writing a letter. Do you think it's... It doesn't matter.
Dear Deirdre, how do I turn off caps lock?
Dear Deirdre, look, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Is there any other tips on satisfying my wife?
As we own our own business, my wife and I often make love at work, and we love to try new positions. Tomorrow, I'm finance director, and she's head of IT.
Dear Deirdre, I have a mole on the end of my penis. How much trouble am I in with the RSPCA?
At the end of that round, the boys go to Rob, Holly and Ed. OK, here we go. The subject is rejected exam questions.
If Maria from Russia combines ephedrine with oxycodone, will she win her next tennis match?
Was Elizabeth I? No? Then who did you lose your virginity to?
If I have 2 balls in this hand and 2 balls in this hand, how am I going to explain this to the Board of Governors?
What is the role Adolf Hitler and the Nazis played in keeping the History Channel on the air?
If it takes John's girlfriend 14 minutes to walk to the train station, then why are we still getting ready?
Which of the following is a quote by Winston Churchill? A, we will fight them on the beaches. B, goddamn, I love these peaches. C...
If you buy 4 apples for £10, stop shopping at Waitrose.
If the borrowers never returned anything they borrowed, why were they called the borrowers and not the thieving little bastards?
History. Who were the Liberal Democrats?
Welcome to the telekinesis exam. You may now turn your page over with your mind.
British citizenship test, question 1. Who is the leader of the Conservative Party? And now? How about now?
If a man can make £400,000 a year as an estate agent, why is he wasting his life setting exam questions while locked in a loveless marriage?
In less than 200 words, please describe your plan for Brexit. Please, anything will do. Literally anything.
Which of the following is a quote by Winston Churchill? A, we will fight them on the beaches. B, goddamn, I love these peaches. So I can't do that. It makes me laugh too much. I love, goddamn, I love these peaches so much.
Predict the next number in this sequence. 1966.
Question 1066. When was the Battle of Hastings?
Biology. Take the dead rat and dissect it, remove its head, and nail it to the canteen door as a warning to other rats.
Which is bigger, 52% or 48%? That's democracy. Get on with it.
Which of the following is a famous fuck entry?
Okay, the next topic is things you wouldn't hear on a train.
The next station will be Wimbledon. Change here for Overground, Underground and Womble free.
The next stop for this train will be Waterloo. It's not meant to be, but the brakes have failed.
Yeah, I just want to tell you I'm on the train. No, just everyone else is doing it. Thought I'd join in.
Hello, this is your driver speaking. Choo-choo!
Now an announcement for the people who insist on sitting the way the train is moving because sitting backwards feels weird. You're weird.
This train will shortly be arriving in Taunton. Please remember to turn off all mobile phones lest they mistake you for gods.
This is an announcement for all passengers. Piss off, a lot of you. This is Crossrail.
Due to Britain leaving the EU, this train will no longer stop at Ashby de la Zouch.
Bing bong! Could the owner of a missing xylophone please make their way to the guard's carriage?
This is an announcement for the passengers who are complaining that this service is late. Can I just point out that as this is Southern Rail, you're lucky to be on a fucking train at all.
Bing bong. This is the bullet train service to Tuck it. Oh, we're here. Everyone off.
Would the driver please contact the guard? We're doing 120. You don't seem to be in the cab, mate.
Please mind the gap between the timetable and reality.
There is a quiet carriage on this train for those shocked into silence by the price of the ticket.
Oh, don't get off here. I was listening to that.
Oh my God! I'm scared of tunnels. I'm so scared of tunnels.
At the end of that round, the boys are going to egg you and Jays. OK, here we go. The first subject is lines you wouldn't hear in a TV detective show.
These dots, these dashes, what do they mean, Inspector? Morse?
Look, I'm sorry, Poirot, but Brexit means Brexit, sir.
Welcome to Midsummer, Officer Patel.
On entering the house, we found a feline jammed into a Xerox machine. We think it was a copycat crime.
Welcome to Baker Street, madam. It seems you came from Sevenoaks via Waterloo, and you bought those shoes in Selfridges. And you are here because you fear someone is stalking you.
Sarge, I've searched all his pockets and there's no sign of the stolen butt plug.
Blood, skin, fragments of bone. Why did I order the sausages?
And according to the coroner's report, he had his head removed and a wedge of lime shoved down his neck. Sorry, that's the coroner's report.
You're arresting me for playing chess in the road? It's because I'm black, isn't it?
Oh, it's elementary, is it, you sarky prick?
I think going undercover at the strip joint is a good idea. But is it really your thing, Miss Marple?
There is some semen at the crime scene. What can I say? I love forensics.
Well, I tell you what, Watson, how about this week you solve the crime and I'll ask all the stupid fucking questions.
This week on the bill, an unlikely suspect, someone who can act.
The bloods have come back from the lab, but the Crips are held up in traffic.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Mrs. Trump. Now, firstly, can you think of anyone who didn't have a motive to do this?
These were his movements just before he was killed. You.
OK, the next topic is things you didn't hear at the Olympics.
And that's a world record from Usain Bolt, 9.5 in one night.
Let's see what's happening in the velodrome. Yep. Cycling.
Oh, you won a gold. Oh, well done. What in? Canoeing? Oh, get a life, mate.
I've just come out of the diving pool. Look at the colour of my legs.
Look at that masterful control of his javelin. He really is the best streaker we've had all year.
Well, this is the pommel horse, and that plaintive neigh is the horse they are pommelling.
Time for the next fight now. He floats like a butterfly, he stings like a bee. He's got a black belt, he's got 5 black belts. OK, he's a wasp.
And if you'd like to enjoy our coverage of the dressage, we recommend MDMA.
And his penis has slapped the top of the bar. That is a straight ban from Wetherspoons.
The allegations of drug use have been strenuously denied by the new Russian Minister for Doping, Keith Vaz.
We were afraid the Chinese were going to use doping, and here she is. What a fantastic athlete. Doping!
Breaking news, Ryan Lochte has tested positive for being a twat.
And Oscar Pistorius has jumped the gun, and for that he'll only get 6 years.
Well, a nearly perfect execution there, but not quite as perfect as the one he'll receive when he returns to North Korea.
You join me live at the All-Stancing. Fucking state of it.
At the end of that, the point's going to run at Hugh and Milton. OK, here we go. The first subject is unlikely lines from a children's book.
Mr. Stubborn wouldn't leave. He was the elected leader of the Labour Party.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow you, Keith Vaz.
As Noddy looked at his new friends, Rampant Rabbit and Linda the Love Egg, he realised he was in a very different kind of toy town.
And all the animals of Buttercup Farm celebrated because Percy Pig was going to the slaughterhouse and they never had to listen to that whiny little bastard again.
And the beautiful woman was cursed to sleep for 100 years. And that's your defence, is it, Mr. Cosby?
She didn't do it. Don't boo her.
I'm Paddington Bear from Peru, said Paddington. And if you show me where the toilet is, I'll poo out this condom of cocaine.
It's the absolutely horrific follow-up to Netflix and Chill. Swallows and Amazons.
And was there a happy ending? Well, the prince did love massage parlours.
I will never tell you my name. You will have to guess my name, said Rumpelstiltskin, really holding up the queue at Starbucks.
From under the bridge came the voice of the troll. Wow, women can't be Ghostbusters, send!
Every day, Jack and Jill have to walk up a hill to fetch just one pail of water. But for just £5 a month...
Oh, it wasn't a giant peach after all, thought James, as he watched the big friendly giant put on his swimming trunks.
He pushed aside the clothes and there, at the back of the wardrobe, found a magical land of nipple clamps and lube.
There's an Indian in the cupboard. I think he's hiding from UKIP.
Oh, well, come on,
I've been in this cupboard for bloody ages.
OK, the next topic is things you wouldn't hear on a quiz show.
You've already used your 50-50 to narrow down the options to A, in, or B, out. Mr. Cameron, are you sure you want to ask the audience?
Well, in that round on sexually transmitted diseases, you passed on 4.
We asked you for things that start with an E. You said, a great night out with the lads.
Welcome to Britain's only quiz about birds of prey. Fingers on buzzards, please.
Here at the Chase, we just want to reiterate that our Chase is not called the Dark Destroyer for any ethnic reasons. Now, please, could you welcome our new chaser, Raj the Head Wobbler Patel.
So the final round on OAP quiz is sudden death. Boom!
Welcome to Eggheads. Well, we couldn't call it smug pricks, could we?
Welcome to Tipping Point, for people who are too thick to follow the chase.
Name, Keith Vaz. I mean, Jim. Occupation, MP. I mean, washing machine salesman.
I'm afraid we're going to have to take your first answer, so let's see if the capital of Azerbaijan is Fuck-Defino.
Is that your final answer? I'll marry someone else then.
Well, at the end of this week's episode of University Challenge, the scores are Durham 170, Exeter 145. But, of course, the real winner is Ivo's dad, Hugh at home, who got 2 questions right and is going to bang on about it for the rest of the bloody week.
Well, we've given the contestants their meth and sent them to Hampton Court. Welcome to the Crystal Maze.
My chosen specialised subject? Your wife. Yeah, you heard me.
I've started, so I'll finish.
Well, that was the banker, and he says he thinks you're going to accept this deal because in his box is your wife.
Well, today it's Kelly Brook and Joey Essex versus Stevens, Hawking and Fry. This is fucking pointless.
At the end of that round, the points go to Rubbish, Ed and Ivo. Okay. Here we go. The first subject is things you'd never read in the Bible.
Eve took the apple. Bollocks, she said. It hasn't got a headphone jack.
And it had all been a dream.
And in the beginning, there was the Word, and the Word was good, but it wasn't compatible with Max.
And after the Last Supper came the last argument about who had a starter.
Oh, I should have known it would be you with a name like bloody Judas.
And so it rained for 40 days and 40 nights, and Noah said, next year we holiday abroad.
I have 5 loaves and 2 fishes, he said. Who wants cod in breadcrumbs?
Jesus handed out cans of Dr. Pepper and said, drink this in remembrance of me. That's right, my full name is Dr. Jesus Pepper.
People who enjoyed this book also enjoyed the Quran and the Torah.
There was stress in the Garden of Eden. Adam wanted to leave, but Eve had voted remain.
This book has been rated 18 due to graphic violence, moderate threat and homophobia.
God is love. The devil is 40. Match point.
And most importantly of all, thou shalt not board the train until other people have alighted the train.
When Jesus saw all of the tables outside of the church, he went mental and started smashing everything up because he hated fates and had lost all of his money on the Guess the Weight of the Cake competition.
There is but one commandment greater than these. Secure the talent before you buy the bake-off.
Thou shalt not steal, unless from the self-service checkout.
You will do it.
Birthday cards, no way, is there?
No, actually, my mum couldn't have done that because she's a virgin.
The animals came in 2 by 2, for 'twas Orange Wednesday.
OK, the next topic is lines you wouldn't hear in a James Bond film.
Sorry, mate, it's his spoons. We don't do martini. Do you want a jug of woo-woo?
We've invented you a new phone bond. It's exactly the same as the old phone, but you need to buy a new charger.
We've got the latest news on Thunderball 007. No one won last week, and it's a rollover.
Ah, Mr. Bond. Welcome to this mandatory course on sexual harassment in the workplace. Hi, the name's Bond. It's not actually 007, they're zeros. Otherwise, I'd be called, ooh, 7.
Oh,
Mr. Bond, I'm very flattered by your advances, but you are a complete stranger. You work for my enemy, and I am menstruating very heavily.
Bond, meet your children, 005, 003 and 0018 months.
You want my full name, of course. It's Bond. James Skipton Building Society, fixed rate, 1 year, Bond.
So another gadget, Bond. This is a way of distracting your opponents. Some light-up trainers for no reason.
Mr. Bond, I have one question for you. Does this testicle look swollen?
So, Mr. Bond, welcome back. How was Russia? How do you feel? Do you know what? Rested.
Mr. Bond, we just want to check that you understand how to use the new equipment. You know you can swipe left, don't you?
Blofeld? No, I've never even met Felt.
This is the easiest fight on top of a train I've ever had. Thank you, Southern Rail.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I've got a girlfriend. No, thank you.
The point goes to James, here and Gary. OK, here we go. The first subject is unlikely small ads.
Hello, my name's Ads.
For sale, 1 tent. Please contact the BBC.
Genuine single man looking for a relationship. Call this number. If my wife answers, hang up.
Free to good home. Fucking printer.
Phone to hear my talk about how I became obese. 888-8888.
Rubbish collection services. Yep, we are genuinely shit at it.
I saw you on the tube. You were wearing the pink sweater with your hair pulled back. I had my cock and balls out.
Do you want a hard-working plumber for a reasonable rate? Then you shouldn't have voted for Brexit.
Learn English on Owner Home. Good examplings, quick books, disbelievable price. You buy?
Applications are now open for the Donald Trump School of Talking to Women because those bitches are not going to interrupt themselves.
Wanted, the internet, as I seem to be the only person in the whole bloody world still using the small ads.
Have you lost a ginger cat? Check the top of Donald Trump's head.
Phone to hear my talk about my reaction to eating a South African bishop. 000-00822.
Respectable middle-aged lady would like to meet gentlemen for cosy nights in, country walks, theatre visits, and occasional eye-popping anal.
OK. The next topic is things you wouldn't hear on a TV cookery show.
Hi, I'm Nigella Lawson, and before I bake any cake, I like to chop my flour into lines.
You can see that's rising nicely. does that every time I think about how much money Channel 4 are going to pay me.
Hello and welcome to Can't Cook, Won't Cook. Today we won't be making anything. Goodbye.
Coming up next on Saturday Kitchen, whatever we want, because we know you're too hungover to change the channel.
This is a hot pot.
This is a fucking hot pot!
So, if you want to bone a chicken, what you need to do, take it on a couple of dates, and then invite it back, put on some romantic music, and let nature take its course.
There is a bit of a problem on this week's food and drink. I've finished all of it.
This is a Thai chicken curry, or as I like to call it, hot Asian cock.
OK, Sam, let's see what you've brought in your bag of ingredients. It is a pint of wine and a large Malteser.
Right, welcome to Southern Cooking for Northerners. First up, quinoa. What is it and why it can fuck off?
Well, if you're going to pop it in, don't forget to cover it first. I didn't, and that's why I'm making paternity payments.
Hello, I'm Greg Wallace, and this series of MasterChef, we won't be using plates. We'll just be eating off my shiny, shiny head.
Hello, it's Nigella Lawson here again. I'm just going to say the word spatchcock for no reason. Spatchcock.
Anyone can make this. You can't, Beatrice. Sorry, you can't beat rice.
Let's just all go home. Yeah, let's just go home.
Welcome. Welcome to Great Indian Bake Off. I'm Paul Bollywood.
Hello, I'm Jamie Oliver. Welcome to my new show, Stick a Bit of Fucking Sugar in It.
OK, at the end of that round, the points go to Nish, Zoe and Josh. OK, here we go. The first subject is things you wouldn't hear on Crime Watch.
If you have any information about this crime or any other crime, then keep your mouth shut. Stitches get stitches. Bah, bah, bah.
A relative paid tribute to the victim who sadly died in the blaze. He said he was the kind of guy that just lights up a room.
Studies have discovered that the majority of murderers are men. So what should we be doing? How can we support female murderers? Should we be subsidising childcare?
The suspect defecated on Boris Johnson's doorstep. Witnesses described the man as an absolute legend.
No Crime Watch tonight, but reruns of Top of the Pops 2 are on BBC 4 now, so just...
The man broke into Battersea Dogs' home and released all the dogs. Police are desperately searching for leads.
The criminals then blew the safe, but however hard they blew, it just stayed where it was.
Oh no! A city up north has gone missing. It begins with L and is great. Police are desperately looking for leads.
Do you like it? It's a Rolex on knick-knack. That is a Crime Watch.
And now, as a bit of fun, we go to the blooper reel. Give me all your honey. I mean, money.
According to police, there were wet footprints leading across the bedroom carpet. Because one of us doesn't know what a bath mat is.
The murderer said she did it because he made so many jokes about me on Mock the Week I couldn't hack it anymore.
Were you in the Wetherspoons at 9 a.m? If you were, we want you to contact us. There was no crime, we just want to work out what went wrong in your life.
Right, let's have a quick look at Britain's Most Unwanted. This is Sam Allardyce.
The victim's name was Jehovah. Police are looking for witnesses.
Well, you know, like greeting cards are about £4, aren't they? But if you put them in the self-service, there's no weight on them, so don't... Hello, welcome to Crime.
OK, the next topic is unlikely lines from a fantasy film.
But the ring was lost. Frodo looked up. This rectal exam had gone badly wrong.
I was Gandalf the Grey. But now, after only 3 washes...
Will the Mad Lord defeat the Leper Queen? Rob Beckett, Fox News, Washington.
My magic powers are strong. Put any penis in my hand and watch it grow.
Your Majesty, I have ridden here for 2 weeks on horseback to deliver this important message from your brother.
Hufflepuff? Oh, great, I'm getting bullied.
Frodo, it's so far, can't we just split a cab fare?
No, sorry, darling. No, that's a ticket. No, this is a double yellow brick road.
I am Thor. John Thor. And I am a Morse god.
Tis I, Merlin, Grand Wizard and supplier of Premier League sticker albums. Shazam, a shiny!
Oh no! I've been bitten by some radioactive corduroy. That means I'm going to become James Acaster Man.
No, I'm sorry, Alice. This is Sunderland.
After travelling across the dark seas and desolate plains, finally I am home. I left my keys at Clive's.
We actually find the term unicorn quite offensive. We prefer skinny rhinoceri.
Call yourself an orc? Oh, yeah, you can talk the orc, but can you walk the orc?
Do not go in there. It's an absolute bloodbath. It's literally a lion in a wardrobe. I cannot emphasise that enough. I killed the witch. Oh, my God!
Oh, what's that? The film's gone on for 9 hours and they don't know what you're doing anymore, so you just get an army of the undead to save the day. Fucking turn it in.
OK. Yeah, that round. The points go to Ed, Hugh and James. Right, here we go. The first subject is unlikely things to hear on Crime Watch.
But before we see tonight's crime, let's meet the judges.
Police say they are looking for a black man in his 20s and that they always will be.
Do you recognise this man? Thought not. It's Nick Clegg.
They say criminals always return to the scene of a crime, which is why we've probably got so many Australians over here.
Coming up next week, we'll be trying to solve the murders of the people who phoned up giving information on criminals this week.
Today, we're looking at identity theft.
All the victims are deaf, dumb, or blind. These are senseless killings.
Baffled police are appealing for help. Do you know where Wally is?
So, if you're being interrogated by the police and they're recording the interview, just make sure that every so often you go, ow.
Tonight, the great train robbery. London to Glasgow, £235 return.
Tonight, we're looking for the man who keeps on burgling my home every time I present this programme.
I don't work with a crime watch. I'm your host, Ray Winston. Leave it, you slag!
Don't go camping in the countryside. We noticed that whenever the police find a body, it's always in a tent.
Hello, I'm Nick Ross, and tonight I'm asking, who stole my fucking job?
OK, the next topic is unlikely things to hear in a TV election debate.
The truth.
Labour, ready! Tories, ready! Bring on the wall!
I think of this studio as a second home, which is why I'm claiming expenses for it.
And the lines have closed. Gordon, it could be you. David, it could be you. Nick, it's not going to be you.
We in the Tory party are going to give the north of England a huge boost, and then all the people can come out and lick the chocolate off it.
If you're elected, you'll raise taxes. If your mum's elected, she will. It's me who got you into this mess, and it's him that will get you out of it.
And at the end of that round, Gordon, you've scored no points.
I'm really very, very proud of my working class roots. When I was growing up, we only had an outside toilet. Eventually, we got enough money to buy a house.
Cheryl, tonight you're going to be mentoring the Lib Dems.
Let me know, Pick. What's your real name?
How will we shorten waiting lists? Simple. By letting the weak die.
Hello! I am the Messiah! And the Queen is a biscuit!
I am almost certain that was a floating voter.
Very good. Get that round. The points go to Patrick, Hugh and Milton. OK, here we go. The first subject tonight is unlikely things to hear at an awards ceremony.
Our next award is for most inaccurate weather forecast of the year. Let's look at the 9,000 nominees.
Welcome to the Islamic Awards for Acting, or as we call them, the Moscas.
God, so many people to thank.
Where to begin? Obvious one, I suppose. Hitler.
What? And the award for best envelope glue goes to...
Now, Teacher of the Year. Quieten down. It's your own time you're wasting.
Time now for us to celebrate some of the stars of show business who sadly are still with us.
I'll just open the envelope. Oh, it's full of gold.
And the award for special effects goes to the team behind Gordon Brown's smile.
And now we're going to watch a film showing some of the people that we've lost this year, including 2 you didn't even know were dead.
I'd bang that, I'd bang that, wouldn't bang that, I'd bang that. Anyway, the award for Best Actress goes to...
Welcome to the Accident at Work Awards.
And winner of the Suicide Bomber of the Year. I'm afraid they couldn't be with us tonight.
And the winner of the best scientist in physics is... There's no ramp, Stephen Hawkins, it's not you.
The next category is things you wouldn't want to hear on a cruise.
This is your captain speaking. Welcome to Somali Cruising.
We've had reports of an iceberg, but don't worry, no ship has ever been sunk by a lettuce.
Hello and welcome to Ryanair Cruises. The following safety announcement is incredibly vital if you want to stay alive. And if you'd like to hear that, that'll be an extra £5.
No, we very rarely get any injuries from people playing quoits. You were just unlucky to be sunbathing naked with an erection.
Oh, yeah, we were on this last year when it sunk.
If you look to your left, there's a man eating squid. After that, he's having chips.
I would like to apologise for the rocking of this boat, but we are currently being humped by a whale.
Hey, thanks for coming to the show. I've got to be honest, it's been a while since I've sung this one. Do you want to be in my gang, my gang?
Welcome to Rita's Erotic Ping Pong Bingo. 2 fat ladies, 82. All the 3s, 33. Oh, some hobnobs.
For those of you gathering on the car deck, I said we would soon be docking, not dogging.
I'm looking for a really old husband with money. How's your heart?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm in the cabin next to yours. Could you be a bit noisy when you're having sex?
There appears to have been an incident in the swimming pool. If a Mr. Barrymore could contact the captain.
Okay, at the end of that round, the points go to Chris, Hugh and Sarah. Unlikely things to hear in a fitness video.
Oi, we're going to Ross Kemp on leotards.
Now I'd like all you ladies to turn around, face away from me, bend over and touch your toes. Oh.
I'm Madonna. I'm a 50-year-old woman with the body of a 40-year-old man.
Hi, I'm Michael Owen. Welcome to my fit... Oh, no, it's gone again.
Welcome to Masturbate Yourself Thin. Remember, swap arms or you'll end up looking like a wonky Popeye.
Want to have the type of body to drive your friends' wives crazy? Hi, I'm John Terry.
Hi, today I'm on a Swiss ball. Uncomfortable, particularly for the Swiss man it belongs to.
Hey, wanna lose weight and gain a friend? Why not insert a tapeworm?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the living proof that you can exercise yourself straight.
Everybody wants a six-pack. I do, and I've already had 5 of them.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Cole. Welcome to my boxer-size video. Now, for this first workout, you're going to need a Nigerian toilet attendant and a really good lawyer.
OK, go on. See if you can raise your leg as high as I can. I bet you can't, because I'm Heather Mills.
Okay, the next topic is unlikely lines to hear in a Hollywood blockbuster.
Nemo, where the fuck have you been?
Look, Mr. Bond, do you want to hire the Ford Focus or not?
Mr. Vader, we are the child support agency.
You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. Welcome to the Fox News Channel.
Warning, this film contains Jennifer Aniston.
Spider-Man, look out! It's rolled up newspaper man!
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, where do you want to go, Hans?
E.T. got bone.
I've worked out what to do with Goldfinger. What we do is we put him in a big envelope marked Cash My Gold.
What do you think of my Fathers for Justice costume, Robin?
Cracking heroin, Gromit.
Look, I'm just an ex-Prime Minister standing before an Iraq inquiry, asking them to love him.
Oi! 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 Hermione! Cocos Ingorgio!
So this mission is impossible. Let's not bother.
Andy Dufresne. When he walked into Shawshank, I knew he was fucked.
Revenge will be mine, Mr. Bond, when we meet in small claims court.
Use the Force, Luke! And if that doesn't work, turn it off and turn it back on again.
Okay, at the end of that round, the points go to Russell, Andy, and Andy. Okay, here we go. The first subject is unlikely things to read in a Valentine's Day card.
I may be dyslexic, but that doesn't mean I don't value.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I've got something nasty, and now so do you.
You make me so hot, I can't stop thinking about you. Lots of love, Mum.
Happy Valentine's Day on this 24th of February. Love, Royal Mail.
You're the perfect person for me. Pissed and gagging for it.
Be my Valentine or die in a well.
I love your eyes, I love your nose, I love your smell. Why must you be a Labrador?
Do we have to go through this shit every year?
You make my pants hot. Yours, Omar Farouk Abdul Muttalib.
To my darling wife, roses are red, violets are blue. Valentine's Day is consumerist bullshit. Now, haven't you got some ironing to do?
Roses are red. Poppies are red. The grass is all red. Shit, the garden's on fire!
I'm a bit of a man for the ladies. Doesn't matter how clearly the gents are signposted.
I love you so much. I love you like no other. But never again les up with my mother.
Life with me, baby, is like a roller coaster. It's got a weight restriction.
There are just 3 words I want to say. Dream on, bitch.
Okay, next topic is unlikely things to hear in a science program.
1643. The cold air balloon is invented. But it doesn't really take off.
For Einstein, it was easy to choose a DJ name. He would be MC squared.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gillian McKeith, and today I'll be sifting through your poop. Why? Because I was never hugged as a child.
Now on 5, crop circles, myth or bollocks?
Next, to demonstrate chaos theory, we've locked Boris Johnson in a room with an aardvark and some magic mushrooms.
I was the man who discovered DNA. I wasn't going to call it that, but I was giving a lecture to the Royal Society, and I said, gentlemen, I believe I've discovered the genetic fingerprint of all human life. Ta-da!
I've been Richard Dawkins. Good night and God bless. Shit!
Thanks to carbon dating, this skeleton is now going out with a short-sighted geology student who likes thin people that don't talk much.
1891. Sir Alexander Graham Benn receives the first wrong number telephone call.
He realised that this equation was going to take him absolutely years. So he switched to a media studies course, which was a piece of piss.
I did have here a pie chart to demonstrate obesity.
Apart from the human, the only animal to enjoy having sex is the dolphin. I had to shag a lot of animals to find that out.
I'm a meerkat, she's not lying.
Tonight we'll be discussing molecular science. Our guests are Sir Patrick Moore, Robert Winston, and Dappy off of N-Dubs.
With their tiny arms, could the T-Rex self-pleasure? Let's find out in another edition of Wanking with Dinosaurs.
At the end of that round, the points go to Russell, Holly, and Andy. Okay, here we go. The first subject is unlikely things to get through your letterbox.
Royal Mail parcel delivery. We called, you were in, so we ran away before you could answer.
Just £3 a month will save last year's X Factor winner from starving.
Do you know what's in your attic? It's me. I've been there since Christmas.
Have you seen this dog? No? Maybe your windows are too dirty. Oh, heaven, the window cleaner.
Are you looking for a dog walking service? Then call Ace Kebabs on 318 318.
Computer problems? Let me come round and swear at it.
Why has your girlfriend stopped changing near the window? Love, Dad.
Pizza. Buy one, pay full price.
How's my driving? Call 0800 crashed into your house.
Dear Miss Winehouse, congratulations on turning 100. Best wishes, the Queen.
Need a room clearing? Call me. I'll come round and fart in it.
Looking for an undertaker? Why not call Ace Kebabs on 318-318?
Gardening service, middle of the night a speciality. Call Rose West on Broadmoor. Too soon, too soon.
Hello, my name's Ashley Cole. Here's a picture of me naked.
Would you recognise a fake ID? No? Great, I'll be back in 10 minutes.
The Taj Mahal Indian restaurant, formerly Ace Kebabs.
Open your letterbox.
It's me.
I'll get through one day.
Okay, the next topic is things you wouldn't hear at the Winter Olympics.
And here are the British ice dance pair, Heather Mills and John Sargent.
And now, over to bobsled. Bob, how's the curling?
And while we wait for them to get set up there, we'll just pan the camera around. There's just a beautiful scenery. Oh, look, there's a herd of moose. Oh, no, that's the Romanian women's ice hockey team.
This is the big hill. Oh, that's long! That's very long! He's gonna wish he'd done his flies up.
It's 1 a.m. in the UK. You're watching the women's figure skating. Why not just bite the bullet and turn to Television X for the 10-minute preview?
And Britain comes away with 2 gold, 2 silver and a bronze. Well, that'll teach the Austrians a lesson for leaving their locker open.
And with conditions here reaching a bitter minus 20 degrees centigrade, the British hopeful from Newcastle has put on a second-string vest.
You're watching the women's curling. Men's curling? Women's. You're watching the curling.
No one has more experience on the ice than him. What a wonderful games it's been so far for Pingu.
And the conditions are perfect here, aren't they, John? Yes, they are, Bob. I haven't seen this much white powder since that stag weekend at the hotel in Bangkok.
Oh, and that's what ice hockey is all about. A man having his head repeatedly smashed into a glass wall.
The ski jump will start as soon as the British skier takes his hand off the side and stops crying.
And there, the skier has surprisingly stopped off halfway down for a mulled wine and a shit.
At the end of that round, the points go to Russell, Ed and Andy. Okay, here we go. The first subject is commercials that never made it to air.
Mr. Muscle loves the jobs you hate, apart from blowjobs. He doesn't do blowjobs.
I used to wash with Dove, but the feathers came off and the beak was scratching.
Pepperami. It's a bit of an animal. I'm guessing the anus.
4 hoof marks. and a large pile of poo. That's the sign of the black horse.
Megabus, the only bus company endorsed by Dara O'Brien.
Lynx, for when you want to smell like a virgin.
Are your pets so wonderful that they're actually tiring you out? Have a break. Have a shit cat.
Tesco penis extensions. Because every little helps.
At Debenhams, we've kidnapped the John Lewis penguin. And if you don't shop with us, we'll kill him.
Peddy Egg collects foot shavings like a bastard.
Abby has strong teeth, boundless energy, and a shiny coat. She's the best prostitute in London.
Barocca, start the day the right way with luminous piss.
There's now a free gift at the bottom of every box of Frosties. Type 2 diabetes.
Uncle Tom's rice, like Uncle Ben's, but a bit more racist.
Crack-flavoured Pringles. Once you pop, you really can't stop.
Have you been in an accident that wasn't your fault? Ah, bad luck!
OK, the next topic is unlikely things to hear in hospital.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hunt wing.
Of course the influence of private companies hasn't affected the NHS. Just ask my colleague, Dr. Pepper.
And your cancer specialist today is Noel Edmonds.
Don't worry, Mr. Thomas, you won't be on that trolley in the corridor for much longer. We're taking it back to Tesco to get our pound back.
I'm afraid we're going to have to pull the plug because it's wedged really high up there.
He's gone into cardiac arrest. Get the defibrillator. The defibrillator. The defibrillator. Oh, it's too late. He's dead.
Yeah, no, I spoke to the person from NHS 111 and they were just really helpful.
The good news is your father is comfortable. In fact, I've been sitting on him all morning.
OK, let's call the time of death at 4:15. He's not dead yet, but it's a Friday, and if we leave now, we can beat the traffic.
For goodness sake, Mr. Wallace, please take your penis out of there. That's not what organ donor means.
This is the discussion group for people who've broken bones. Welcome to Snapchat.
Now we're going to need to put you to sleep, so I've got 2 tickets to see Dara O'Brien live in Belgium.
Is this admissions? Good, because I got one. I shagged your wife.
The good news is we're ready to take you into theatre. The bad news is it's a theatre in Brussels.
OK, we need to shock him. Stick your finger up his arse.
We've given your wife gas and air. And by that, I mean I farted and the nurse opened a window.
And then that, the points goes Josh, you and Gary. The first subject is things you wouldn't hear on a kids' TV show.
Thunderbirds are go! Is what I shout at orgasm.
No, Lala, I'm afraid you're not Teletubby, you're Teleobese, and if you're not careful, you'll get telediabetes.
Don't ask your parents' permission before you phone. Those dicks will only say no.
And on today's Horrible Histories, a 1970s episode of Top of the Pops.
Right, young Womble, today we're going to destroy the Wimbledon Tennis Championships and get rid of all this dog poo from the common. Get yourself a golf club.
Well, if you're not having an affair, whose square pants are these?
Well, things are hotting up in Balamory. Archie's been radicalised.
Well, Miss Hooley, I'm wondering if I'm going to be regretting this job in 14 years.
Mr. Tumble, you're 43. Grow up, for fuck's sake.
Johnny's dad said, do your revision. So Johnny left school and entered the Eurovision Song Contest.
Daddy Bear said, somebody's been sleeping in my bed. And Mummy Bear said, it was probably your whore, Linda.
Just 3 more blobs of glue, and that's a massive cock and balls there.
And the janitor would have got away with it too if it hadn't been for the photographs he'd taken of those pesky kids.
Yodel delivery driver Pat. Yodel delivery driver Pat. He's thrown your parcel in a hedge.
And now it's time for our resident band of children violinists. Please welcome the Kitty Fiddlers.
And now, Peppa Pig is a recipe on Saturday Kitchen.
Let's see what's happening over at the Magic Roundabout. Yep, more dogging.
And just remember, your Blue Peter badge can get you in free at over 200 strip clubs and lap dancing establishments.
Look, Giggle Piggle, it's the Ninky Nonk. Oh, the Nink... Olivier said my Hamlet made him weep like a little girl.
OK, the next topic is unlikely things to hear at Euro 2016.
Wayne Rooney's come out covered in Formica. I think the managers told them to play as a unit.
Rooney is playing in the pocket. Oh, that's unpleasant.
And England go through on penalties.
And the French mascot is 7-year-old Lucien Dubois from Nice, showing us all how to smoke a cigarette with real panache there.
Oh, that is an absolutely shocking decision by the referee. Black shorts, black shirt. I'm sure the girls will agree with me. Way too matchy-matchy.
Let's not forget that Roy Keane and Martin Skirtle were clubmates at Real Sociopath.
Oh, that is an absolute beauty. Swedish, about 25. Well done, Dirty Dave on camera 5.
The England front three are trying to get in behind, but the Wags are having none of it.
And the crowd invade the pitch and the French officials have surrendered.
Oh, did that cross the line? Seemed a bit racist to me.
Well, next for us, it's Iceland, Turkey, and when that's defrosted, it's England, Slovakia.
And Russia have gone for a 4-3-3-7-8-10-1-9-16 formation. We're never going to get out of this alley.
Well, let's look at the stats in the first half. I was responsible for 90% of the cliches, and that really is the icing on the cake.
And the Swedes are out. He really should have worn tighter shorts.
So who's up for the World Cup in Russia? Guys?
There goes Ronaldo down the wing, doing what he did a minute ago, and he's slightly slower. This is the replays now. Yeah.
They say, cometh the hour, cometh the man, and I have. I'm just off to get some more pants.
At the end of that round, the points go to Rod, Ed, and Miles. The first subject is unlikely film trailers.
Referendum 2. We'll keep doing it until we get the result we like.
From the director of Batman vs Superman, a heartfelt letter of apology for wasting our time.
Tantric Sex, the movie, not coming soon.
The new all-female Ghostbusters. The CGI looks amazing because we saved 30% on actors' wages.
Sepp Blatter and Donald Trump star in Despicable. Me too.
Thanks to an unfortunate typo, it's the most one-sided action film ever. Allen versus Predator.
Just when you thought the service couldn't be any more appalling, Southern Rail present Snakes on a Train.
The Avengers go to prison. They should have asked the age of Ultron.
The greatest trick the devil ever played was charging £9 for Fanta and popcorn. It's a fucking lot, isn't it?
In his most important role to date, Danny Dyer is Emmeline Pankhurst. Read the rest of these charts, he's pissed off!
The sequel you hoped they would never make. The Martian 2. 101 dull Martians.
One man stands alone. It's Labour, the film.
It's the autoerotic asphyxiation thriller, Die Hard.
50 Shades of Grey. The heartwarming story of a vajazzler in an old folks' home.
In a land where nothing costs more than £1. It's Poundland.
Referendum 4. Now Ant wants to leave deck.
Michael Gove is David Cameron's best buddy in Quentin Tarantino's The Hateful Mate.
Harrison Ford is 73 and he's back in Indiana Jones and the Tricky Patch of Ice outside the post office.
In a world where they only sell PCs, It's PC world.
Very good. OK, next topic. Unlikely things to hear on a makeover show.
Look, Gokwan, I know you're trying to build my confidence up, but you can stop grabbing my tits and shouting bangers.
Welcome to Changing Rooms. This one's in the lingerie department at Debenhams.
I love what you've done with the bedroom, guys. I love the neutral colours. I love everything, all the new furniture. But what have you done with my beanbag? There was 20 grand's worth of coke in that.
Well, why do we call it DIY SOS? Because I've accidentally staple gunned my penis to this staircase.
Welcome to Straight Eye for the Straight Guy, where the advice is always spray Lynx on your crotch.
Mrs. Patterson says her downstairs is a little damp. Don't worry, Alan Titchmarsh has that effect on a lot of women your age.
When Susan approached us, she was overweight, she had terrible hair, and her self-esteem was at rock bottom. But now, thanks to our team, she's got a new kitchen.
This bathroom really is looking exquisite now. We have laid Moroccan tiles on the floor, we've used accentuating tones on the walls, and over here we've put a brand new shitter.
Well, it's taken a lot of work, a lot of sawing and a lot of drilling. But finally, the shed is finished and Jeff has somewhere quiet to masturbate in.
Oh, wow, she looked hideous before, didn't she? Oh, that's after, sorry.
Oh, we just did a spruce up, really. You know, we dusted, got rid of the cobwebs, sorted out the curtains downstairs, and, yeah, I'll probably shag her now.
Well, I mean, I absolutely love it. I love the wallpaper, I love the way you've knocked through. It's just one thing. I actually live next door.
I showed this couple from Sussex a delightful little semi earlier and said if they touch it, I'll do up their house.
What your hair needs is volume and lots of body. So here's Brian Blessed.
Why did you give me more teeth?
At the end of that round, the points go to Ed, Hugh and Gary.